Hello, welcome. This is the Vega Liquidity Provision Testnet 2. I'm about to log into my console wallet. Here is my ID, my passphrase. So I'll log into my wallet here, and then this opens to my wallet. So I will go to get my public key. I copy my public key here, and I go to the faucet page. Here I have to go to the faucet to get some XYZ tokens that will be used for the testnet. So I paste my wallet address here, my private public key here, and then I request for tokens. So here it stated that you now have XYZ alpha in your wallet. So I think I'll be getting, yeah, exactly 50,000 of the token. Going back to my wallet, you can see the 50,000 token is here. So now I think my wallet is set for the testnet. So now we'll go to the API. Okay, let's continue. So this is my XYZ token. You can see it here. It's evident here. So I will have to go to my sample API script using Gitpod. All right, welcome back. So here is where you put in your details, your wallet ID, and your wallet passphrase. Now this is my wallet ID Namdoski1, and then I have to input my wallet passphrase here. So at this point, you input your wallet passphrase, and then once you're done with that, you Control S, you save it. After saving it, then you come down to the terminal. You type in source credentials, and then you press enter. This will log you into your wallet. So to be sure that your wallet is all logged in, you do this Python parties an account to get your account using this Python code. Then you press enter. This shows your position, shows your wallet, shows your wallet details. Everything about your wallet is here. The available markets. Now this is my um my wallet ID. It shows that you've been successfully signed into your wallet. So now we can see our XYZ Alpha token balance of 50,000. So now this is to show that we are all logged in and we're all set. So the next step, so here, then we go to our submit create liquidity provision order file. There we look for the tab, we find the market. We need to identify our market ID because we want to create liquidity on the Sol USD market, and we need to edit this code and make sure to put in the market ID. The market ID for the Solana USD market is this. So we make sure to copy this market ID and paste it right here. So on pasting it, we make sure to paste it and then edit the code to print market found. on Solana USD. Then I think once we're done with this, we have we this code will be able to identify the markets to which we want to provide the liquidity for. Okay, cool. So next, after identifying your market, so we need to go down. The next this thing we're seeing is list liquidity provision. We're not touching this one. This is okay. So we have to go to submit liquidity commitment. So this is where we you try to change and play around with the code and the markets. You submit your commitment amount. Now you can change this to 100 to 200, 300, to any value you want to commit to the market. So let's put it here. Let's assume we take 200 as our commitment amount. So for the fees, you can, depending on how much you want the buyer to pay as a fee to for your liquidity. So you have to change or edit or this value. You can leave it. So welcome back. So here we try to change or put in the fees we want the buyer or the seller to pay, the liquidity fees. So we can edit this to 0.01. So we have our commitment is 200, commitment amount is 200, while our fees is 0.01. So when we then we set our offset as 1, the proportion as 1 for the buys, for the buy call. For the sell call, we still leave it as offset as 1. The portion as 2. It's all, they are all pegged to the reference mid price. So that is it. I think once we're done with this, we save our changes. Then after that, after the changes, we go down to our terminal. We run the code Python submit create liquidity provision in the file, and then run the file submit create liquidity provision order using our Python. And then once we have this code written, we click enter, and this is it. You can see right here our liquidity status is active, and from here we have liquidity submission, our submission to the market ID. This is the market ID. You can see it here. This is the market ID, and it shows us the commitment amount of 200, which you could see we did earlier, and then the fees of 0.01. Every details about your liquidity is also provided below. So, and then it was signed by your public key. You can get here. I think this is actually how you get your liquidity provision done on the Vega testnet. So once this is done, you can see we're all good with the sample API. So now we go down back to our console. You can see that from here, you can see here at this position that our markets, our liquidity provision have been set. We have our marked price as 117. Our location keeps changing right here, and then we still, our unrealized is still 0. So this is shows that we have our liquidity provision set. So thank you very much for listening to this short video. I hope you participate in the liquidity provision testnet. Thank you very much.